Guys, it's Gamer Ahmer here. So today we're going to go ahead and take a closer look at some video game pickups in this mail call that you'll see in front of me. Now, I'll give a little hint. It's actually Mortal Kombat related, so let's go ahead and take a closer look. So, this box, I actually received it from a buddy on Instagram. He was actually selling this item, and I had to add it to my collection because I'm a big Mortal Kombat fan. So let's go ahead, open it up, and see if everything's intact, see how it did shipping. So it looks like we have some cardboard in here. And this one actually has something in it. So we'll set this one aside. Then it looks like these ones are just placekeepers. So right away, see that there's all kinds of bubble wrap in here. So it looks like it held up pretty well in shipping, so that is definitely a great thing. And right here, you'll notice that this is actually a Fightstick right here. And of course it has Mortal Kombat on the top. Well, that's not the only thing that this Fightstick has, so let's take a closer look. So we'll just get rid of the box there. Now, as you see in front of me right here, we have this Mortal Kombat Fightstick, and right here it says Multi-Arcade System, MAS, and it has this Mortal Kombat sticker on here, has this joystick, and all these buttons. It says Start right here, has the Mortal Kombat logo, and right here you'll notice that this plug is actually for the Super Nintendo. So this is a pretty rare piece that I have in front of me. And to make it even more special and rare, you'll notice on here that there's actually some signatures. So before we take a closer look at those, let's open up this little box right here. So we have this game. This is Mortal Kombat 2 for the Super Nintendo, and it even has this plastic case on top, and it even has a couple more signatures on it. So right here this says Liz Malecki, and she also signed this as well, and it says Sonya Wins. So to give a little idea, back in the day in this video game, they had these real actors that played these particular characters and did various fight scenes for the game. So this and this game were actually signed by several cast members who actually performed in these video games. So these characters were favorites of mine growing up, and it's definitely awesome to have these signatures and to have this rare piece, let alone this Fightstick without any signatures is pretty rare to have, and to have them actually sign it is even better. So along with Liz Malecki and her signature here that says Sonya Wins, we have Jax, his signature, and this is actually John Parrish, and he signed up here Jax Wins, and that's his same signature. So that's it for this game. there's only 2 signatures on there, which is still pretty awesome because it's Jax and Sonya. So I can go ahead and display that next to this fight stick. And then up here you'll see that there is a Kung Lao signature, and that is Anthony Marquez. So there's these 3 signatures on top. Then we take a look at this side right here, and you'll notice that there are some more characters and signatures here. Cage, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, and Reptile. And of course these are played by Daniel Pesina. So we have his signature there as well. So overall we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 characters on here, but 1, 2, 3, 4 signatures. And then we have 2 characters and 2 signatures on the game. So this is a pretty sweet item. I'll have to zoom in, get a close-up on the signatures here, and a close-up of this fight stick. And this is a great addition to my collection, as it's Mortal Kombat, and I've never actually seen one of these fight sticks before. So I'm really excited to have one of these, and especially since it hooks up to the Super Nintendo, where I can play some of my favorite Mortal Kombat games. And I even have this item right here that I can showcase. Maybe get a plastic container similar to this, but a much larger one for this fight stick. That way I can go ahead and protect these signatures that are on there and keep this item on display. And then to go ahead and continue with some Mortal Kombat pickups, I actually found some controllers at a video game store. Now I haven't actually seen these controllers before, but I thought that they were pretty neat. They were different. They definitely have some cool capabilities to them, where you could go ahead and use them for the Super Nintendo games. So right here, I found this Mortal Kombat control pad, and this is for Mortal Kombat 2. And it says for use on Super Nintendo. And then I found this version, which is the Mortal Kombat 3 control pad for use on the Super Nintendo. And it has moves for several of the different characters, and it says now you can master over 250 moves. So these looked pretty sweet. And then I actually found one that was loose. So now I have another controller along with these 2, and this one is the same one as this. This is the Mortal Kombat 3 control pad, and it has an option at the top here where you could go ahead and select your characters. You could turn on and off the turbo. You have these buttons here, and the back side is actually pretty neat. This is where this cartridge goes, and the cool thing about these packs is that it actually comes with various cartridges that have the moves for these different characters in the game. So you just pop them on in here, and it has a shorter way to do these moves while playing as these particular characters. So one came along with this, and here we have a Mortal Kombat cartridge. So if we open up this first box right here, you'll notice that it comes with Mortal Kombat the video, and it says Mortal Kombat 2 control pad for Super Nintendo. We have this paper that was in there, and this is actually a guide that came along with the Mortal Kombat games that you could go ahead and order. So it's pretty sweet that it has this included in this pack. And then of course we have a controller in there, along with these various cartridges. So here it says Mortal Kombat 2 has cartridge 1, 2, and 3, where you can go ahead and pop them in the back. And this right here is actually still in the packaging, so it doesn't look like this controller's been used. The box is a bit damaged, but this is in very good shape. So it says Mortal Kombat 2 control pad. So it looks a little bit different than the third one just up here. But other than that, it's the same exact controller. Has that backside right there where you just pop in these cartridges. And you have various character moves for the different characters. And then on to this Mortal Kombat 3 control pad. Now it's the same exact control pad as that one, but there are different cartridges that go along with this. So here it has this instruction guide right here, Mortal Kombat 3 control pad for Super Nintendo version 1. And it says, prepare yourself with the Mortal Kombat strategy guide. So there it goes again, advertising those strategy guides for the game. And then this one even has the original plastic on the controller here. So it has that same logo at the top. And this is pretty sweet because now I can go ahead and play with a couple friends, and that way one of us won't be cheating. We can both use these little packs, and that way it'll be even more fair to play with these different character moves. And here it lists the characters on here. So it says Striker and Cabal, Cyrax and Sector, and Kung Lao, Shiva, and Sonya Blade. So here we have all the character movesets for these controllers. So I thought that these were pretty sweet. They definitely went along with some other recent pickups, and I had to go ahead and continue with the Mortal Kombat theme, as it's all for Super Nintendo. And last but not least, I went into a video game store, and I actually saw this in the corner of the store, and it was kind of tucked away, a little bit difficult to see, and was a little bit beat up, but I was able to actually grab it for a great deal, and now I have this in my collection. This is a full-size Mortal Kombat standee. Now you see that I'm about 5'2" or so, and this standee is pretty close to my height, so this is a pretty tall standee. And the pretty sweet thing about it is that this is for the newer Mortal Kombat games. So this is for the Xbox 360 and the PS3. So this is that Mortal Kombat game. And then on the standee, it's pretty cool because this kind of pops out. We have some of these sticking out, and the base has some pictures on it, and that's actual gameplay at the bottom there. And then at the very bottom where it's cut off a bit, it says PS3, Xbox 360, Xbox Live. And then it has M for mature, and it has 17 and up. And then there's two images of some gameplay right at the bottom with a couple different characters there. And then here, of course, we have the favorites. We have Scorpion, and we have Sub-Zero on here. And then this even says Fear 3, available soon. So it does a little bit more advertising than just Mortal Kombat. So this is a pretty sweet standee. I'm really excited to add it to my collection, give it some life again, and have a purpose now, display it with some of my other Mortal Kombat pickups that you just saw. So this is pretty sweet, and I couldn't beat it, so I had to take this home with me. So as you can tell, I got some pretty awesome Mortal Kombat pickups and mail calls this week. So just to go ahead and recap, we have this full and complete Mortal Kombat standee. Now this is for the newer gen systems. And then we have all of these older Super Nintendo Mortal Kombat related controllers. So these are the Mortal Kombat control pads. This one is for Mortal Kombat 3, this one is for Mortal Kombat 2. And then we have this Mortal Kombat 2 game, which is signed by 2 of the characters who performed in the game. And then we have this Fightstick, which we have the signature on the side, and then we have 3 on the front. So overall, I'm pretty excited that I added all of these Mortal Kombat items to my collection, let alone this one in the middle. I've never seen this Fightstick before. It's pretty rare, and to have the signatures on top makes it even better. So I'll have to go ahead and get a protective case for this, try and preserve those signatures that are on this fight pad, because this is a piece of history in itself. And this game right here is already in the protective case. I'll have to display it properly and maybe even get a little Mortal Kombat area where I can display all of my Mortal Kombat items and various statues and figures in my collection. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Go ahead and check out my other videos and stay tuned for more.